What if I told you the secret to a small animal that can change lives, feed families, and make surprising profits is hopping right under our noses? Yes, I'm talking about rabbits. Not the cute pet in cartoons, not the fluffy Easter bunny, but real rabbits, quiet creatures that can turn into a farmer's goldmine. Across the world, from tiny villages to big cities, people are starting rabbit farms and discovering something shocking. Rabbits may be one of the most overlooked keys to food security and income growth. So how can these small animals create such a big story? Let's dive in. Long ago, people saw rabbits only as wild animals hiding in the bushes. But slowly, communities learned something powerful. Rabbits grow fast, multiply faster, and need less space and food compared to goats, cows, or chickens. While one cow might take years to mature, rabbits can produce healthy meat within just a few months. Imagine this. One pair of rabbits, a male and a female, can give birth up to 40 or more bunnies in a single year. That's not just growth, it's an explosion. Farmers who once struggled with slow livestock suddenly had an animal that turned every season into opportunity. But the story doesn't end with meat. Rabbit meat is lean, packed with protein, and has lower cholesterol compared to beef, chicken, or even fish. In fact, doctors often recommend rabbit meat for patients recovering from illness. This is why in countries like China, Italy, and Kenya, rabbit farming has quietly grown into a booming business. Picture a farmer with just a small backyard shed. No big machines. No fancy equipment. Just wooden hutches, fresh grass, and care for the rabbits. Within months, the family not only has food on the table, but also extra income by selling rabbits at the local market. And because rabbits eat kitchen leftovers, weeds, and cheap feed, the cost of raising them is far less than other animals. There are also stories of students paying their school fees with money earned from rabbit farming. Some even built entire businesses supplying restaurants, hotels, and supermarkets with rabbit meat. Slowly, what started as a side hustle turned into a livelihood. And here's the twist: rabbits don't only provide meat. Their fur is used in clothing. Their droppings make excellent organic fertilizer, and their urine is used by some farmers as natural pest control for crops. Every part of the rabbit has value, turning this small animal into a complete farming package. But rabbit farming is not without challenges. Diseases, poor housing, and lack of proper knowledge can wipe out a farm. That's why training and learning from experienced farmers is critical. Across Africa and Asia, NGOs and governments now encourage rabbit farming as a solution for youth unemployment and malnutrition. The beauty of this story lies in the silence of the animal itself. Rabbits don't make noise like chickens or goats. They don't need large fields or noisy barns. They simply grow quietly, hidden in small cages, yet bringing big rewards. And now, with social media and YouTube, young farmers share their rabbit success stories, inspiring others to start their own journey. A farmer in Uganda once shared how he began with 2 rabbits. Within 3 years, he had over 200, selling to hotels and exporting to nearby towns. What looked impossible became reality because of the humble rabbit. So when you see this small animal next time, don't only think of pets. Think of food security. Think of business. Think of hope. Rabbits may not roar like lions or run like horses, but in their quiet way, they are transforming lives. From villages to cities, they're proving that even the smallest creatures can create the biggest impact. So the question is, will you see them as only pets, or as a hidden key to farming success? Because somewhere, a rabbit farm is waiting to change another life, maybe even yours.